I grew up in New Mexico. Everybody got involved in terms of politics. So we were supposed to be of service to others. I think part of that is the Catholicism, but also you're not supposed to want to get any type of recompense when you help people. You do it because they need help. I had been teaching school and seeing a lot of the children that were in my classroom. They were the children of farm workers. And they would come to school with their raggedy shoes and their little bones sticking out of their T-shirts. And I thought that was so wrong. And I just remember just being so upset about that. So when I was supposed to report for my orientation to continue teaching, I decided not to do it. And that was a big step for me because, had a family that I had to support. And here I am going to go start organizing farm workers for no money with all these children. And I remember just sitting there thinking about this. But in so many ways, how you have your little committee in your head, this is such a foolish thing to do. How are you going to run off, like join the circus with your 7 children and not know where your next meal is going to be coming from or their next meal is going to be coming from? How can you possibly do this? And of course, but I just remember I've got to do this, and I did it.
Conmigo toda la vida.
Estamos dedicando este día, el fruto de la unidad del campesino. Pero lo que estamos fincando aquí es una organización, una unidad para hacer los cambios sociales y económicos que necesitamos para ser hombres y mujeres libres. Y vamos a ver la victoria pronto, compañeros. Bueno, muchas gracias, compañeros, y que viva la causa. ¡Que viva la huelga!
As an organizer, you always have to keep in mind that when you're encouraging people and trying to get people to get involved, that you're doing them a favor. Because when people get involved, they really transform. They get stronger. The work that they do, they transform other people, and then we make our community stronger and our world stronger. Let's remember Robert Kennedy. Let's remember Dr. Martin Luther King. Let's remember Mahatma Gandhi. Let's remember Cesar Chavez, who only had an 8th grade education. And yet, he was very devoted to activism and to the poor and to nonviolence. We can do this. We have it in our hearts and we have it in our power. And when people would ask us, how can you organize the farm workers? They don't speak English. They're not citizens. They're poor. What we would say to the workers is, the power is in your person. The power is in your person. You have the power to make it happen. We have the power to get universal health care. We have the power to get free college tuition for everybody. We have the power to end racism and bigotry and sexism and homophobia. We can do it, but we have to participate and we have to vote. This is what I leave you with. You have had this great opportunity. You now have to become the missionaries. You do have the power to go out there and improve this world. And so I'm going to ask you the question very, very specifically. And I know you know the answer, but I want you to shout the answer so loud so that all of those haters can hear us, okay? And the question I'm going to ask you is very simply, who has the power?